Hi, this is April. Today, I want to present a look at the abortion issue from the viewpoint of a pro-life apologist, Megan Almond. Megan presents her take on why one should be pro-life. Watch as she shares how one could argue that we should be pro-life.
As a pro-life apologist, I hear people often trying to make the case for their pro-life views, and they begin with, oh, well, life begins at conception, and immediately someone tries to shut them down. They're actually right on par with what science says about when life begins. The science of embryology, which just simply means the study of embryos, has said all along that from the very beginning, at conception, what we have is a living, distinct, whole human being. We know that it's alive. It fits the definition of an organism. So all those little boxes you had to check off in 7th grade life science, it is growing. So it's metabolizing by turning food into energy. It responds to stimuli. All of these things, the unborn fits those categories. It is unquestionably alive, unquestionably distinct, a separate entity from its mother, with its own genetic code, and unquestionably whole. That is unlike my skin cells that I can scratch right from the back of my hand right there, all of which contain my DNA coding, and some of which are still alive on my lap, which is pretty gross. Those cells are a part of me, and their job is to contribute to the overall function of the organism that is me. An embryo is different in kind from just any old cell. It is a whole entity in and of itself, and its parts contribute to its overall function. And it goes on to do something that is quite remarkable, even from that single-celled stage. So living, distinct, and wholly human. Now, anyone who has some education in the scientific field is not going to deny that. And in fact, it's not just pro-lifers who would claim that the unborn is unquestionably alive and human. I can think of several examples. Dr. Warren Hearn, who was an abortionist himself, told a Planned Parenthood conference when he was describing a particular procedure that he could feel the effects of dismemberment flowing through the forceps like a current. Camille Paglia, who is a well-known feminist, wrote in a Salon article in 2008 that she would not refrain from calling abortion murder, which is not exactly the term I would always use, but that's the term she chose, that it is the annihilation of a concrete individual and not just clumps of insensate tissue. Even Naomi Wolf said the death of a fetus is a real death. So within the scientific community, there is agreement on the unborn being alive human. Where the disagreement's going to fall is, what do you mean by life begins at conception? It might be human, but it's not a person yet. That's no longer a scientific argument, it's a philosophical one, and there are great answers to that argument as well.
I hope this video was helpful to you in understanding the pro-life viewpoint and why so many believe that abortion is the taking of a human life. Those who argue that the fetus is not a human life seem to be double-minded. Like many viewpoints championed by the left, they argue on one side when it supports their viewpoint, like a fetus may be a human being, but it is not a person. Yet if a pregnant mother is murdered and the fetus is also terminated, it is the murder of two people. Double-mindedness is a disease of the left when it comes to abortion and even the enforcement of the law. We hear so often that there is a double standard in the law and how true this statement is. If you want to watch other videos about today's cultural issues, you can go to Nehemiah Reset's website at nehemiahreset.com or our rumble.com account. I hope to see you again soon on another of our videos. Subscribe today to be notified when we publish new videos. Have a great day.